ready to be the first of our family to ski on 3 continents.
All right, yeah.
Woo! Here we go! There we go. Away from our very fun-shaped hotel. We're happy there's still some snow around. No fresh powder for a while. Snow is slowly melting, but it does mean we have so much of this to ourselves. We are super happy with the snow. Basically, there is some, we can ski it. It may be melting and a bit slushy and wet, but as you can hear, still frozen, still skiable. So this is pretty fun, and a new experience for us is a single chairlift. Literally a single chair hanging from a pole, and it's surprisingly more stable than you would think. Obviously, if the wind picks up, they don't run it, and that's been about half the days we've been here. Hi, Bruno! Don't fall off! Woo! So a very new experience for us was access to an onsen on the first floor of the hotel. What a fantastic way to recover muscles after a hard day in slushy snow on the slopes. You put on your kimono, go down in the elevator, go into nothing, and have your choice between the indoor or outdoor onsen, both with views of the surrounding forest and Mount Yote. The water coming out is about 47 degrees Celsius, and it really is just the best thing after a day of skiing. So this is the most amazing place we've ever stayed. You've got the entrance to the hotel there. Pretty self-explanatory. Get your ski equipment and tickets. Straight out to the gondola, and then when you're done for the day, come into the ski valet, drop off your kit, and you're ready to go up to your room or into the onsen. It is easily the most convenient ski place I've ever been. It is also incredibly easy to buy and recharge your lift pass online. I would recommend it. First time you do it, you sign up for an account and add your information. It will give you a QR code which you scan at one of the stations down in any of the lift areas, and you get a card with your name on it. Then you come on here, click recharge existing lift pass. It takes a few minutes, but then you are good to go. Another absolutely beautiful blue sky day. We made sure we were on one of the first gondolas and got the nicely groomed runs, and it was just absolutely magical. We are always aiming for that first gondola to get those fresh, nicely groomed runs. You can just hear how buttery the snow is. There is a bit more wind today and a bit less sun. It remains warm and snow continues to melt, but getting out early is great. This is the busiest we've seen it down at Hanazono Base. Compared to what it normally is, it is not a problem at all. Although we had to wait in our longest line, and that was for some drinks. So you can see that it's about 7-8 degrees here. It was 10 degrees yesterday. Still snow and good coverage, but it is really quite slushy, wet snow, but still relatively dry. Loses about 5 centimeters a day at the moment. Snow Japan has been an amazing site to get information about the conditions and also the historical data. So coming, we knew there wasn't necessarily going to be much snow in April and that March can be quite variable. You can see from the table 32 centimeters in March was pretty low, the lowest for the last 10 years. 10 years ago it was 164 centimeters, but we knew we could be pretty guaranteed snow base, 10 meters fallen this season by the time we got here. So yeah, the warm weather melted a bit, but still great. Last run of the day, among the last people up and down the list. Rain forecast tomorrow. We will see how it goes. A day of rest yesterday was exactly what we needed. It is a vacation after all. Today is our last day, and even though the forecast is looking worse, we wanted to give it a go. The visibility is the worst I've ever been in. We were basically skiing in the clouds. Thank goodness for those poles marking the edge of the runs. Bye, Bruno. Coming up on the gondola, a very different view than on our first day. I don't think I've ever been out in weather this bad, but I want to see if I can get a couple more runs in, sea being the operative word, in the rain and in the fog. Something like this just makes you appreciate the really good days with the gorgeous snow and the blue clear skies. Getting pretty melty, and the visibility has gotten worse. Vegan food is, as you would expect, not great, mainly rice. We anticipated this and brought dried meals and energy bars. There were some snacks like hummus, you could buy nuts, and excitingly, the breakfast buffet had homemade tofu. Protein tends to be a hard thing to find, an important thing. There are lots of veg and pickles and radish and everything to put on. If you stay here, we really think the breakfast buffet is very worthwhile. Everything is extremely well labelled with allergens, so you can tell if it has egg or dairy in it and make some great choices. They also have almond milk and soy milk, which is really great to be able to put in cereal or tea or coffee. Getting the hotel breakfast for us was really worthwhile. So that was our stay in Niseko in April 2023. Was it worth it? In our mind, absolutely. While there was no Japao fresh powder, that was something we were aware of with looking at previous snowfalls, but we were confident there would be snow, and there was. While it was nice to have some sun, the warm temperatures meant the snow was a lot more slushy, and when it was precipitation, it was rain. And being at the end of season, there was a lot that was closed, from lifts and trails and cafes and restaurants. The flip side of that meant it wasn't very crowded. It was amazing to be the only ones on the hill with runs to ourselves, rarely waiting for a lift, maybe 3 gondolas maximum. The prices were also great. Our hotel was less than half the high season price. Lift passes were half the price. Equipment was the same, but our ski lesson was 2/3 of the price it would normally be, and that made it feel balanced. We also were blessed with amazing views of Mount Yote, which in the winter it seems you might only see once or twice a week. And again, even bad snow here is good snow.